those that I love. Or likely Dad first. Hey Dad. So, long story short, I'm not enchanted. Now, before you start immediately charging off to find me, I'll tell you I'm in Saikon. Yeah, I know that's quite a bit further away than where I'd said I'd be, and there's a good reason. The job that Batu offered was gone. So I headed to Chand under his recommendation, and got hired on the first day. I imagine you want to know who the people I associate with under this company. Well, first is my boss. He goes by Eli, and he's a pretty talky dude. But at least he seems to be fairly professional. He even lets someone else curse for him whenever we're in fair company. I will admit, there is something that makes people who think he's the suspicious sort, probably due to the fact he seems to know shadow magic. He's even got a name for his shadow, and don't freak out about it. He treats it like it's completely normal for him, so maybe he was just born with it. The other companion goes by Samuel Goodbean. He's apparently from Delancha, and loves talking about sources and farming and his family, which apparently he has a pretty big one. He's also good at tracking, finding things, and being annoying to strangers. Terrifying for allies. Oh, he's a Veti. I've never seen one before, so I think that's a cool thing to note. There are others here in this company, but I'll only write about one more who came with us on this job. Hattie. She's a sweet girl who hasn't really been taught much in terms of fighting. I'm going to go ahead and teach her a few things, because I think everyone should at least know how to handle a dagger properly. So about the job. We got hired by these rich brothers, and just to shorten the letter, they wanted us to grab a sword from a bandit boss so they could marry this lady, Umarda. We met with the rich brothers, and our boss actually asked our opinion on who to give the sword to, because that would be the deciding factor on who would get to marry Umarda. And we all seemed to agree that we would find the sword and hand it to Umarda. I was pretty pleased to learn this, but I will admit the boss didn't exactly tell us this until we were deep into the bandits' hideout. Speaking of, the first step was to find where the bandit boss was first. We ended up uncovering a bandit ring that had taken over a shop, which led us to meeting a man who gave us his daughter's name, Ivana, who was also part of the bandits. As we headed out to the spot where Ivana was, we got ambushed by a tribe called the Storm Wardens. They have blue skin and they're able to slightly control the weather. They took us, for a lack of a better word, hostage, and so we could survive the situation, and we got to hear a little bit more about their side of the story, which I will admit that came later, especially since Samuel didn't seem really too keen on them due to their aggression. We ended up basically teaming up with them so we could get rid of the bandits and so that they can get their land back. And when I say we teamed up, I mean that our little small group went into the bandits' hideout to find a place to signal the Storm Wardens for their attack. They also gave us a task of stopping a Varmuri from reaching their inner sanctum, which, we weren't able really to do. And they're probably more than a little peeved at us because we got into their sanctum as well, and they really did not want strangers in there. But we did stop Varmuri in the end. I can definitely understand why they might be peeved at us, because the temple definitely had something to do with Lady Mishani, the goddess of secrets, which is weird because we also found evidence of being a temple for Mystery Gaia. And maybe I shouldn't write too much about that part of the job, for reasons. But while we were dealing with the temple, from what I can tell, the Storm Wardens won the battle to take back their cave. That's awesome! But we did fail to do the job of getting the sword that we originally were hired for. Luckily, Umarda got it, and apparently she came in like a badass to deliver the sword to Eli. So that was nice. So, please note, bandits suck, oozes suck, and people that want to know the secrets to the world without considering others suck. I'm still here, alive, and ready for my next job. I'll try to get another letter out to you sooner. Sorry for the wait, and love you all. P.S. Hey, Dad, I probably did a really stupid thing. I heard a statue in this temple talking to me, asking me to let it in, and just because it said the words good faith, I let it, and it healed me, while I was in a really bad shape. I'm kind of worried, to be honest. It gets hard to breathe at night sometimes. I'll keep you updated on this if anything else happens. I promise. Love you.